see if I can do it. So I'm just going to start off into the side here somewhere. Just going to put a point that it starts off with, and I'll give it a pen point just so you can see it using the blue pencil. And again, I'm going to put a vanishing point and just put number 2 so I know this is the second shape, and put one almost like the 3 colors of the color wheel, equal distances around here, so that these 3 points are separated. So I've put one over here. So if you can kind of see those as you go. I'm going to do this lightly in blue pencil just to show it to you. So radiating from this point to this vanishing point, just going to put a little bit of a line. Not all the way because it's not going to make it all that distance. Okay. This one too is way over here. In fact, I might change this. I'm going to move this over so I see a little bit more of it. So forget this one. It's going to get confusing. That's why the numbering of the particular shape will help you. So just placing it there. And then the third one is over on this side here. Way up here. So that gives me my 3 walls right here. So again, it's kind of an arbitrary distance that I make this, so I'm going to end it and just connect it here, here, and here. So it has these three points, and I'll put those in pen so you can see them a little better. Okay, and then from here you have to kind of keep your wits about you. So from this point, it's going to this second vanishing point that's up here. Just a little distance. Same with this one. Okay. From this point, it's going to travel over to this side and end over here. And that just remains with the last points, and they're just going to go to the opposite ends here. And this is where they'll cross over themselves. So there I've ended up with this rectangular shape that has to have a cut of it from one side. So when I take a look at the shape of the orthographic isometric, if this is the panel that I use, then it would cut off from here and be done with it. Okay. Can also cut it off from this direction and from the opposite side. So I'm just going to keep it simple here for this first part, I think. I can just cut it off from here. So take a look at the corner of it. Sets it up to that side. So when you see this, you can kind of get the shape of it. So it's kind of whirling around in this spatial piece. And then from here, it's going to go to this vanishing point. So now if I take the pen and just heavy this part up, places it in there. So it's simple, and then it becomes very complicated as it goes through. And that becomes this shape, and it's going to get a slight distortion to it. To keep the same light source as the first object, that's what I'm going to try to establish, so that then these shapes, once I get that linear part in there, start to shade that section in. And again, trying to let the lines, if the hatch lines follow that vanishing point. And I'll eventually, again, lose those lines into that shading there. And again, just kind of initially getting the values dark to light. Let it be like a gradient going from dark to light. Even though this is the edge of the light, blend those lines in there. And that gets you set up. And again, you can use the the idea of the scrap paper to help you run that across there. The nice thing is if it blends in, goes the other side, it doesn't matter. It's the coloring that comes through. And gives you that edge so you don't have to worry about the butting up of that line there.